No, Anya, you best take it down. Do not get arrogant because that is the first way to get people to get over you real quick. Okay. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Spy Family. We're now to episode 11, which is called Stella. And we all know that Stella is the name of the award or the positive point system that they have in the academy. You get Stellas in order to get a higher ranking as a student, and if you get a high enough ranking, you eventually become an Imperial Scholar. And we know that Twilight really wants Anya to get to this point because as an Imperial Scholar, she will basically be in this upper echelon, this smaller circle of students. And of course, it's going to get him as her parent into a circle where he can finally get in contact with his, the target of his whole investigation. And so, we know that after the last episode, the amazing episode with the dodgeball, that a lot of students are after getting this illustrious Stella. It's not easy to get. It's not for everybody, but we really want to get one. Unfortunately, Anya and that other huge, completely overgrown student both have a Demetrius bolt already. So, Anya could really use something to kind of at least get her back to level. I think that was the main thing that happened in the last episode really was the dodgeball game. And of course, Anya and Yor bonding over the training. So lots still happening. Very much ready to get into this episode and have a good chuckle. But before I do, if you have not been here before, welcome to my channel. I do reactions here and I would love to have you join this channel. Watch me watching really lots of cool shows. If you like that, if you like this channel, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it a lot. And if you want to join the family, please do. We're on a march to 10K. We're so close. We'd love to have you as part of that journey. And the same goes for those of you who've been here before. Thank you so much for coming again and again and again. And hopefully if you haven't joined the fam already, you'll do so today. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Why is Anya sweating? An F. Oh no. Oh, Anya is not doing well at the moment. Who are you talking to? Look at her. He's a demon. Oh my god. I don't think Anya understands, but again, we got to remember that she is only like maybe 4 or 5 years old, and clearly this is very hard for her. I don't know what the answer is for this. Maybe get her a tutor. I think she might need a tutor. Aw, Yor's right though. You should be praising Anya even if her accomplishments are incremental. I mean, it works, I guess, but Anya. Look at this smile! Little scammer. Yeah, I'm like, she's already failed everything. If you're going to do that, you need to do it from the get-go. And the sad reality is that at some point she'd be tested and she would screw up. Oh, I mean, she's already been bullied, poor thing, but also it's so true that the sad reality is if you do too well in school, especially since a lot of schools have the bad habit of comparing and making an example out of the star student, it does sometimes create a gap. This is true. Smart. Yes, alternative learning. I was going to say, if she flunks out of the school, I'm pretty sure that's not good. Like, I'm pretty sure she needs to maintain at the very least probably a B average to stay in a school that prestigious, unless her dad's donating millions of dollars. Okay. We'll get, oh. Okay, she's not there yet. Don't cry, she landed on her face. What do you mean? Exactly. Single step, as in like you're expecting this girl to be like a sports genius and a musical prodigy in one shot? Like, let's take one thing at a time. I understand he's trying to find something she's good at, but my god. Oh, she's not doing bad. The skipping might be a way to go. You can, baby.
りあえずこの名はほどけ。
Free me, please. She's so cute. Yeah, you gotta come at this more naturally. I mean, I really wonder how Twilight was trained as a spy, because I feel like he's taking it in that way. Because I'm wondering if he started as a kid and if that was the case, if they trained him like this.
まあすぐにはステラに至らなくとも、アーニャに社会貢献の精神を育ませておくことに。
I agree. This is kind of you know, she wins either way.
お父様あれ
Oh no.
別の仕事行ってくれます
Wow, Anya, you're killing me. You're killing me. Sis, you gotta find something.
お医者さんにメス渡すやつやりたい。
Yeah, no. Oh my god, it's Nurse Ratchet.
もういいですあなた方はお帰りください
Okay, well, that didn't go well.
また走れるようになるためには頑張らないと
So I feel like Anya's gonna end up helping this little boy, which might be good. But I guess that's the hard thing with Anya. You kind of gotta let her discover something on her own. And she's never had structure in her life before this, so... Careful, young man. You can't swim, you shouldn't do that.
まだ着替えてるのかな
Did this kid straight up just drop to the bottom? My lord.
作戦の見直しを。
Oh no. Come on, Anya. Find him. Quick, 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 quick.
なんだトイレならさっき言ったろ。お
プールで誰か溺れてる。
えなんでそんなことわかるんだ
Just, is that her fear? Did that happen?
アーニャ、ボランティア下手くそだし。
This boy is drowning!
やっぱり。水泳選手になってほしげと。
Ah, okay. So she imagined that. Because I was about to say, if she did that and Lloyd does not figure out that there's something a little special about this girl, I have to wonder about his spy skills. Let her screaming the whole way.
プール楽しいな。
Just focus, Anya. Focus. Okay. Maybe all that spy TV is actually helpful. Can she swim though? No. I don't think she can. But I really appreciate the bravery. That is very much against most girls' instincts. Oh. Okay, Twilight, where you at, boy? No, keep going. Oh, thank God, he saw them both.
大丈夫かおい
The fact that he can walk, it's not even that deep.
そしたらこの子沈んでた。
Look at her coming up with her excuse while drowning. You gotta give Anya props. She is good at lying. He's okay. Thank goodness, thanks to Anya.
周りにこんなに人がいた
Exactly.
意外と静かなんです
How do you know that?
誰にも気づかれず亡くなるケースが多い
Yeah, clearly.
話さないであげてください
Period. Thank you.
お前も無茶するんじゃない
ありがとうありがとう
いやー、でかしたジョーちゃん。
She did do a good job. Maybe we should teach her how to swim now, though. I feel like every child should learn this, seriously. It's like a life skill, in my opinion. Not her having this Sailor Moon entrance over this Stella. I can't.
アニャ・フォージャー。人命救助の功により
Is this real, or is she imagining this? I hope it's real.
エレガントだ、ミス・フォージャー。
Look at Damien's face. Ah. She did that. Get used to it. Oh, that's so sweet. And she's got a new friend.
私とっても嬉しいです
Oh, cute. Okay, your release. Release. Is that what you say when to dogs when you heal? We gotta teach Anya how to tap like in wrestling.
アーニャの力、人の役に立った。
Yes, honey, they can help if you use them properly.
よーし今日は私ごちそう
Oh, let's let Daddy cook.
アーニャ父の料理
Yes,
だ
there
よ。
we go. Oh, come on now, Yor. It's okay. We all have our strengths, boo-boo, and we all know cooking is not yours. Okay. You can teach her more of the physical stuff. You're really good with the physical training. Let's stay with that.
貴重な人員の素性を晒したり 逮捕されるようなリスクは冒せないでしょう。
Facts. They're very, very suspicious in this area. You see how the secret police be acting?
ズボンドとの接触を図る。
How?
娘には飴でも与えてやる気を上げているんだな。
Peanuts? You've learned nothing about this girl. Look at her wearing her little Stella proudly. Yes, yes. Oh, okay. We got a new smile. It's far less creepy than the first one.
星の輝きが眩しすぎてアーニャ目立ってしまう。
Look at her. Yes, girl. You better shine. You better shine.
アーニャちゃん。ち。スターライトアーニャ。
No, Anya, you best take it down. Do not get arrogant because that is the first way to get people to get over you real quick. Okay. I mean, I know you're not used to actually having attention that's positive for once, but you'll learn a hard lesson if you get too cocky.
遊びに来てくれ。親と一
It's
緒に。
not gonna work like that, Anya.
でかしたぞアーニャ。これで任務は成功だ。
世界は
I love the way she's saying it from such a childish point of view.
いい気になるなよ。
That's definitely more like it.
行こう。スターライトアーニャちゃん。
Okay.
あいつこれ見よがしにバッジ見せびらかしちゃってさ。
Look at how half the students are enamored, some are just intrigued, and then the others that are just jealous.
そんな裕福には見えないけど。
How are these kids such gossips in first grade? They are jealous, but I'm sorry, Anya. This is the truth about doing well, unfortunately. If you're not already somebody that everyone wants to be a friend with, they're going to try to take you down.
せいでステラくれるような三流校だと。そう思ってんのか。
You better defend your girlfriend.
竹林に先を越されたことは
I
悔しい
know,
んだ。
boo, but you respect it. That's why you defended her, and we love you for it. I feel like Anya's gonna reciprocate that crush sooner than later. He's the only person who's, he's still giving her a hard time, but at least he's appreciating what she did and respecting her for it.
テストとかコンクールとか頑張った時にはご褒美がつきものじゃん。
Oh,
ピーナッツもらえる。
we have a bribery situation? I'm down for that.
可愛いドレスとティアラ買ってもらったのよ。
This girl's got her whole game down pat. You need to take notes, Anya.
じゃあアーニャお城欲しい。それはちょっと無理じゃない
Right? She's like, let's start slow.
ピーナッツ1年分それは余裕でしょうけど。
Yeah, it's like, that will cost a whole maybe $100, okay? Oh, what a cute puppy. Even animated. I don't think Twilight needs the responsibility of a dog.
なんでそんなやつに聞くの
犬
よ。
He does.
俺ん家に連れてこい。親と一緒に。
Look at her just plotting. My God, that man's terrifying.
デズモンドさん。
Sorry, her simplistic. I'm just gonna say, please, let's not have a war, and it's just gonna end, and that's it. The world would be so much better if we sometimes handled it like children.
検討してみよう。
ロイドさん。ちっち。
きちんと訓練された犬ならこの家
Look at it. I knew he had an angle.
アーニャさん
No,
が
they're
なん
not.
か心配です。
They're only that way if you train them that.
アーニャ可愛い犬さんが欲しい。
Right? She's like, can we not get a psychotic killer puppy? York, what is wrong with you?
週末ペットショップにでも行ってみよう。
Well, that was easy. I asked my parents for animals so many times. I could have gotten all the good marks in the world. It wasn't going to happen. In fairness, I was allergic. Maybe you guys need to be nicer to these dogs. Is this a dog with psychic powers? Is that what I just saw? A dog companion for Anya that is also psychic?
弱そうで安心。
And she picked that dog, so there's a psycho... Okay, now I've got questions. Did the dog do that, or did Anya put that into the dog's mind? I guess we'll have to just wait to find out. But either way, it's kind of cool if we do have a dog. I'm thinking like crypto, dog like Crypto or something. I'm not mad at a dog with powers. Why not? Like, this family's weird enough already. Would turn out to be very helpful for them, obviously, as well, because it would definitely be a better protector for both Anya and the rest, and the rest of the Forger family. All right, guys, that was episode 11. That was super cute as usual. It was interesting. I think the part that I found very interesting was the whole thing around, Twilight desperately trying to figure out how he's going to get Anya these Stellas, right? Because a lot of them are the easiest route one would think of is academically, because you're at this school. But as we're seeing with Anya, she did not have any kind of formal education before this, and definitely not to the level that a private school like Eden Academy would require of their students. I think I said this a few episodes ago, but academies of that level, like the kids who are trying to get into that, the rich kids and the privileged kids that typically get into those types of academies, they are trained to get into them from like birth, right? Their parents are usually applying from the second they get pregnant for their kids to get in, because the wait lists are usually like several years long, and they literally start grooming their kids. They'll even hire people to be like, please teach my kid what they need to do and say and how they need to act to get into the school. So by the time they're actually accepted, they already know like how the schedule works. They're already like set up to be like basically plugged in place in school. But as we already know, Anya did not have a typical upbringing, period. And she definitely hasn't had any formal education like this. So she's struggling, as she should, because this is a lot. She's being dumped into first grade, which I don't even think she has a kindergarten education at this point. But put into first grade, her social skills are very tenuous at best. And like we're already learning, she clearly is not at the level the school wants or needs. And I don't know how much we're going to get into this, because the schooling is very much a B plot in this show. But, in real schools, if you saw a kid who was failing every single subject, typically this is where, the professors would have a chat with the parents, or they would talk to the headmaster, whoever, to have a chat with the parents and be like, what can we do for your child? Like, your child's not doing okay. We might be a little too advanced for her. I feel like a school like this does not have like a rudimentary version. Like, I don't think they have like a kind of a, I'm trying to think. I don't know what the word for it is. When I was in school, it was basically called remedial, right? So if you couldn't, or you were really struggling with the mainstream classes, there were remedial classes you could be put in that were, easier, and typically had or smaller classes, and they had like your instructor was much more hands-on with you, and basically you would work through those to kind of get your skills up to snuff, and eventually you could go back into the mainstream. I don't know if they have that kind of thing in Japan. I don't know in this world if we're gonna. And like I said, I don't think we're gonna go that deep in this show, but that's simply what would happen, is that you'd help these kids to kind of get up to snuff. But I feel like in a school like this, it's so cutthroat to get in that if Anya can't hack it academically, as I said in the episode, I'm fairly certain they're going to be looking at potentially having her drop out of the school and have someone who actually can keep up replace her. But all that aside, I do like that Twilight didn't immediately get upset with Anya over all the failures. He's like, okay, let's see if there's another way to get her, get this Stella. If there's other ways to find strengths of hers so that we can offset the academic side of things until we can get to a place where she can actually keep up. And like I said, I think they might have to get her a tutor or something to work with her and figure out the best way that she learns. But I think they're a little scared to do that as well because of the nature of their fake family. But digressing, I like the exercise where it's like, okay, let's see if she's good at sports or music or art. And sadly, it was a bit like, Anya's not a prodigy in any of these spaces at the moment. But it's just okay. But I just thought it was kind of funny that, Twilight was like, damn, like, are you good at anything? Like, what is happening? But I like that he's like, you know what, one step at a time. So I like that we're seeing the changes in Twilight since he's become a father, right? Like this was episode 1, Twilight, with the day like what was in this episode, he would have been so mad. He would have been ready to like rage quit the whole family. But now he's already figured out that with Anya, with a child, he's just got to be like, okay, we got to take this one step at a time. No use getting mad. Let's just find different ways. Let's just try different things and see what takes or what Anya likes or what, we can get into. And I love seeing that growth for him. And of course, we see that even Anya's more motivated to try to find something to make him proud because he isn't freaking out at her. He is actually kind of letting her dictate quite a bit of what's happening here, right? Anyways, of course, the whole situation that then precipitated at the home or at the hospital, I guess it was a clinic. But we saw that unfortunately the chores didn't go so well because again, she's just in play mode all the time. And then them getting fed up and telling them to go home. But thankfully, her psychic abilities came in clutch. But even beyond that, the fact that she did jump in the water, because she would have a hard time trying to convince anyone at that pool or even Lloyd to like look where the boy was without admitting the fact that she knew he was down there, because the bubbles aren't enough. People, you know what I mean? Like, if everyone there was so oblivious to the fact that this kid literally was here 1 second and gone the next, they probably aren't going to believe a random kid who was like, I think the kid fell in the water right here. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she was brave enough to throw herself in the water, clearly not really knowing how to swim, you know, just so that she could try to save this kid, because she didn't even know whether or not Twilight was going to follow her or find her in time. That was really amazing. And it shows that Anya's really got that heart, and she's got that, you know, that spirit, that heroic spirit that's clearly a thing in the Forger family. And obviously, thankfully, it didn't end in tragedy, but Anya got her star, and she showed that she does have the ability to help people. But what I took away from that was her saying, wow, my powers actually help someone. So that's great, because I think that Anya very much feels like her powers are a bit of a curse. She clearly is terrified of anyone finding out, because she thinks they're going to reject her because of it. We saw her even have that imaginary scenario where she told him straight out that she heard someone drowning, or she figured it out, and then she was afraid her father was going to reject her. So yeah, I just feel like that was a really nice and a very important moment for Anya, that she came to that realization. And I think that's really going to be something that plays heavily into how she integrates into the Forger family going forward. And I really like the idea later on that she, you know, is realizing she can get rewarded outside of the Stella for all these efforts and doing well, and asking for this puppy was like the first step, but obviously adding a dog to this perfect family is going to be an interesting dynamic. But like I said, I have questions about the dog. If we end up having a superpowered dog on top of everything else, I think that would be absolutely amazing, because why not, right? This family is so special already. Why not add another layer? So that was a very fun episode. I enjoyed watching it a lot. If you enjoyed watching it with me, I'd appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.